news coming in ahead of presidential elections in the USA. President Joe Biden criticized the Supreme Court ruling on presidential immunity. That could become a victory for his rival, who's also hopeful of a rerun, former President Donald Trump. This is with regard to the remarks that have come in from the White House. The US Supreme Court had found on Monday that Trump cannot be prosecuted for any actions that are within constitutional powers as president, but for other private acts. This is a big update that is coming. Let's first listen in to what the incumbent US president said, and then we'll get an update on this.
This nation was founded on the principle that there are no kings in America. Each of us is equal before the law. No one is above the law, not even the President of the United States. Nearly 4 years ago, my predecessor sent a violent mob to the U.S. Capitol to stop the peaceful transfer of power. We all saw it with our own eyes. We sat there and watched it happen that day. Attack on the police, the ransacking of the Capitol, a mob literally hunting down the House Speaker, Nancy Pelosi, gallows erected to hang the Vice President, Mike Pence. I think it's fair to say it's one of the darkest days in the history of America.
India Today's managing editor Gaurav Sawant is joining me now on the phone line. Gaurav, this is huge because in many ways Biden and the administration was expecting that Trump is going to go in but how do you think this sort of differentiation is being made, and what led to the Supreme Court to make this decision? Because Trump also is alleging that all Democrat judges have been working against him, allegedly.
So this is one instance. It's a huge shot in the arm for former U.S. President Donald Trump, the 45th President of the United States of America. The court actually ruled 6-3 that former presidents enjoy immunity for their actions they take within their constitutional authority. However, this does come with a caveat that they do not enjoy immunity for actions taken in their private capacity. So this ruling very clearly, and for the first time in U.S. history, actually shows the Supreme Court declaring that former U.S. presidents or U.S. presidents may be shielded from criminal charges. And this is a big win. Donald Trump said so in as many words. He took to social media platform X, on Truth Social, where he said, "Big win for our Constitution and democracy. Proud to be an American." Now, this actually paves the way for U.S. President Donald Trump with renewed vigor, take on that fight at a time where Biden is on the back foot after that first debate, where there's increasing pressure on Joe Biden to actually pull out of that race because he's seen as too old and rambling and not very coherent. So will he be able to lead the United States of America? All this actually impacts some of the swing states and undecided states in the U.S.
Very interesting, because perhaps this was the one issue that was holding Trump back ahead of presidential elections. But at least in some way, there's no clean chit, remember, as Gaurav is also telling us. This is in one instance referring to the presidential powers, expectedly, the sort of immunity that position enjoys. Thank you so much. Gaurav Sawant with the latest coming in on what is expected now in the USA.